Hello, welcome you all. Are we stealing from our future? Are we stealing from our own unlimited potential of growth? We have come to this life with a purpose. Are we stifling ourselves from achieving our own purpose in life? The third yama of Ashtanga Yoga, Aste, urges us to ponder upon these profound questions. Let us look at the third yama, Aste. But before we begin, let us pray to Lord Ganesha. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. I call upon the lineage of my gurus to bless me. My heartfelt gratitude to my guru for choosing me as a medium to express himself. Om Hram Nityanandaye Namaha. Om Hram Shri Shaligram Sharmaye Namaha. Om Hram Shri Kanayyalal Sharmaye Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. The Sutra on Aste says, Aste Pratisthayam Sarvaratnopsthanam. Once non-stealing has been permanently established, all riches will be available. Aste means non-stealing, non-robbing, non-appropriation of things which do not belong to us. When a person practices Aste perfectly, Sarva Ratnopsthanam. Ratna means wealth. Sarva means all. Upasthanam means making themselves present or available. So all the treasures of the world present themselves to the person who practices Aste perfectly. The great spiritual master Lao Tzu has said, be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. This is the true spirit of Aste. So essentially, for a person who practices Aste perfectly, whenever he or she requires any resources for doing any work, those resources will come automatically in an inexplicable manner. Now, for the believers of the law of attraction, this is a perfect path. In our worldly day-to-day life, we find that our mind is not content with what we already have. Even if we desire for something and are able to get it somehow, our joy is very short-lived. The mind starts craving for another thing. It seems to be a never-ending phenomenon. So here the Shastras say, someone who is content with what he already has is the wealthiest one because he wants nothing more. It refers to what we call as minimalistic living. Now, you may have a question, because I also had this question, that on the one hand, practicing of Asteya ensures that all treasures of the world are available to you, while on the other hand, it asks for minimalistic living. There seems to be a contradiction. Now, many of us may start feeling that such a minimalistic lifestyle is suitable only for the yogis in the mountains who have given up their desires for worldly things. So this path is not meant for those whose dream is creation of wealth. I also thought initially the same thing. But I found out, let me clarify, there is no contradiction here. Everyone has a free will to choose the path to grow in life. The intention of yoga is not to prevent you from desiring for wealth. It is only cautioning us about the pitfalls we may encounter if we choose a shortcut to achieve our ambitions. There are perfectly moral ways to achieve whatever you dream for, and rather divinity helps you if we follow the path of Asteya in achieving our desires. As I have mentioned in my earlier videos too, this is the path of both Bhog and Moksha. The catch here is that we must not forget the universal law of karma also, that is operating in every moment of our lives, just like the law of gravitation. Yoga is only talking about the means that you choose to adopt for achieving your goals. In fact, divinity helps those whose intention and mindset is to give rather than steal, and serve humanity rather than steal without giving back. We all know the greatest wealth creators of the world have been those who could align their passion and unique talent to bring unique products and services for the benefit of millions of people. For those who are givers, abundance and wealth flows in as a byproduct. If someone wants to achieve worldly desires, the principle of Asteya says, go ahead, develop your competence and achieve your dreams. And till the time you follow the right path, nature will help you turn your dreams into reality. The crux of the problem is only this, that on the one hand, we wish to fulfill our desires. But on the other hand, we do not want to make required efforts to achieve them. It is then we start seeking shortcuts to reach our goals. We then end up doing karmic blunders whose fruits are definitely pain and suffering. Do you still remember what your grandparents have been preaching you? That your means must be as noble as your ends too. This is the crux of this principle. Aste or non-stealing calls us to live with integrity and reciprocity. The kind of damage that we have been inflicting on our environment and Mother Earth during the process of our industrial growth is also a kind of stealing. We are not only stealing from the Mother Earth, we are stealing from the future and from our children and the future generations. Our focus seems to be on what we don't have or what we might not have in the future, which incites us to steal. We are unable to see the abundance right before us. And not only do we steal from others or the Mother Earth and the future, we even steal from our own lives. When we adopt shortcuts for success, we steal from our own selves the opportunity to grow ourselves and our capabilities into the best version of ourselves. When we remain in our comfort zone, we steal our own possibilities to become a better version of ourselves. We restrict our own potentials, progress, and growth into the world of undiscovered possibilities. When we try to hide our real self and put an outside image of ourselves onto ourselves, we are stealing from the unfolding of our own uniqueness. We are stealing from our own selves when we are in the mindset of self-abuse and self-sabotage, lack of belief in ourselves, and self-criticism, we destroy the very essence of our being. When we hold prejudices and judgments about others as well as our own self, we limit our own self and steal our infinite possibilities of growth. We become our own thieves. Aste or non-stealing guides us to internalize our focus from external things to our internal world. It inspires us to get excited about the infinite potential of growth for our own life. When we focus on our own growth and harness our unique talents, we are engaged in the co-creation and expansion of ourselves. And when we realize our full potential and skill, we become the hands of divinity to serve the world rather than steal from it. When we chase our infinite potential, we are also able to uplift people around us and help make this world a better place. When we don't have the courage and commitment to pursue our own growth, we start getting jealous of others' accomplishments and their possessions, and then try to rob them of their possessions. However, when we are focused on pursuing our own dreams, we can begin to build our competence to achieve our goals with dignity and poise. We are perfectly allowed to dream big, but the right process to achieve those dreams is by building our own potential and competence. This demands a strong self-commitment and hard work. Trying to achieve our dreams any other way is stealing. Building our competence takes practice and learning. Our internal question then no longer remains a question of a victim state. Why me? Why is it happening to me? But our internal questions then become, what more should I do to realize my dreams? What is there within me that is waiting to unfold? And these questions open the doorways of our inner spirit to seek out to our gurus and learn from those who have already accomplished what we are seeking. While the results of karma of stealing bring in pain and suffering, the karma of self-development to upgrade our competence opens up a world of excitement and joy. Most of us are not thieves in the literary sense. The meaning of stealing is not limited to stealing of material things alone. If we are able to look deep inside us, we will discover the subtle ways that we are stealing the non-material richness and gifts of our lives. It enables us to enjoy our innate beauty, the vastness of life, and the perfectly imperfect reality of the moment. The result is a fuller, deeper, and more honest relationship with life that helps us to live to our full potential. Yamas symbolize our total outlook of life. What do we feel deep down in our heart about the things around us? Do we like them or hate them? Are we at peace and happy with them? These subtle feelings or reactions or attitudes that we hold in respect of persons or objects around us, basically that is the stuff that we are made up of. Our opinions about things that are prejudices that we have in our own minds. The Yamas emphasize the need to develop an attitude of life which aligns us to the magnificence of the laws of universe. The Yamas help us sublimate our externalized urges, which the psychoanalysts call as the libido. The Yamas are really the process of fortifying ourselves against all the weaknesses of human nature. This fortification enables us to achieve the higher purpose in our life and realize our true potential. It is then that we are able to gift ourselves the best version of ourselves. Enjoy your practice of Vaste and let all your gems, virtues, and skills be effortlessly drawn into you. Subscribe and share this gift of knowledge with your near and dear ones and help them make their lives more blissful too.